Hi everybody, I welcome you all to EduTap and I also want to welcome all of you to the current affairs series that is going on for the NABARD Grade A 2026 examination. And in this series we cover the ARD related current affairs, okay, that is going on in that particular month. Weekly these sessions come every Monday at 12 p.m. And the news that we have picked up for part 3 of May month, okay, so we are going to cover these news, okay. First, we are going to look at there's a kiwi mission that has been launched in Arunachal Pradesh. We will talk about that. And there's already a coffee mission that is going on in Nagaland. That we will also talk about it. After that, we know that ethanol blending, this concept is coming a lot now, where the aim is to replace these non-renewable fuels with the biofuels, right? So, maize has emerged as that one. Maize has emerged at as the feedstock, which means from where the ethanol production is the most in India. We will talk about it. Then India's jaggery sector, there are some data points, right? How much production is there and all that, our status, what are the where we are selling these jaggery, right, the states and everything. So we will talk about the data points over there. And finally there's a mission that is Khet Bachao Abhiyan. So basically that is to promote better fertilizer use. Khet is your field, Bachao is to protect, okay. So it basically means to have a proper awareness among the farmers about the fertilizer utilization, so that the quality of the soil of the field, it does not degrade. So these are the news that we are going to talk about, starting off with first Arunachal Kiwi mission that has been launched. Okay, basically what has been done by the government, especially like has been mentioned, I've added it over here also. We'll talk about it. What are the names, right? But what the government has done, they have picked up what are the USP. USP is unique selling proposition. It means what? Something that is unique to a certain place, right? So what government has done, they have looked at all the northeastern states, like what is that unique any product of that particular state, and then to focus on that, right, so that the production of that can be increased and the farmers can have the benefit, right? So kiwi has been observed that in Arunachal Pradesh, in fact, more than 50% of the production of kiwi that is done in India, it happens in Arunachal Pradesh only, right? But there are critical gaps that has been observed. Okay, what are the critical gaps? Okay, it talks about it talks about the export facilities, right? Not only that, storage facilities, right? A lot of time good storage facilities is not there. So distress, the farmer have to sell within 7 to 10 days of harvesting the kiwi at whatever rate they are getting, that selling at that particular price. We don't have proper supply chain facility. Supply chain facility includes, your processing, your packaging, your transporting, everything that comes under your supply chain. Okay, cold chain is what? Cold chain is basically talking about the transportation where temperature can be controlled, right? For example, from one place to far off to another place, you have to ship something, or maybe you have to you have to transfer something. Especially we are talking about biodegradable products, and here we are talking about kiwi, which can degrade within few days, right? So for that we need to have such storage unit, like such trucks, or any other feature that we are using. It can be ships, etc., where we can control the temperature, because controlling the temperature, if the temperature is decreased, the metabolic activities in the crop also decrease, hence increasing the shelf life. ठीक है, तो जो भी critical gaps हैं उनको address करने के लिए एक specific mission has been launched, that is for the Arunachal kiwi. ठीक है, and outlay has been given around rupees 167 crore. Okay, it will be implemented with the joint efforts of a lot of departments and ministries. For example, first of all, your Ministry of Development of Northeastern Region, NABARD will also be a part of it. ICAR, Central Institute of Temperate Horticulture, EPIDA would help with the export opportunities. ठीक है, and Northeastern Regional Agriculture Marketing Corporation Limited. All these, along with partnership with private investor or other ministries, which is when required, these all will come together to promote the production as well as the export of Arunachal kiwi, and that would help farmer also. Like currently, they are getting just very very minimal price, around like not even 100 rupees for normal kiwi, and good quality kiwi around 120 rupees, right? So that's very low that they're getting. Okay, so under this what will happen, there will be post harvest management hubs will also be set up in Zero Valley, Dirang, Kalaktang, Shizom, Yomi, Dimang. I'm really sorry if I'm mispronouncing the name. Okay, all these things will be taken care of. And talking about everything, even plantation development will also taken care of, post harvest processing also, branding, traceability, export, and then apart from that the supply chain and everything that we have already talked about. Okay, so abhi produces over 50% of India's kiwi, that is why we have to take care, don't have to memorize this amount. Okay, and also what one more thing that the NPOP certification to this kiwi should also be given. NPOP is basically National Program for Organic certification. Okay, this is National Program for Organic Production. So when this certification will be given to farmers, of course when they will meet the requirement, when this will be given to farmers, so the value of the kiwi will also increase and farmer can fetch better rates. तो अभी तक क्या था, although the state was India's first to receive the organic kiwi certification, however not all farmers have gotten these certificates. ठीक है, because of that they cannot claim the actual rate in the market, and this is also one of the critical gap that is there. ठीक है, and so it will also be taken care of. ठीक है, तो four strategic pillars है. ठीक है, convergence of existing whatever individual programs are for were running for plantation purpose, right, before harvesting, after harvesting, all of that. Value addition, right, like for example kiwi, dried kiwi can be sold, right, for the longer usage purpose, right, it can be processed and stored and can sold into the market, right. Then apart from that, a lot of products can be made out of kiwi juice, anything that can be made, right. So working on that also, branding of it properly done, because you know that when brands fetch better rates than the local products, right. So branding of proper them and market integration, तो ये उसका aim है. ठीक है, and the aim currently of this mission is that by 2028 we are establishing it properly at the international market. ठीक है, अब as I said before that government has taken up some, they have picked up some things from every northeastern state, and then they are now focusing to improve it better. ठीक है, so here if here has been mentioned, right, that which state का कौन सा unique selling proposition है, like Mizoram का ginger. I think this in the last session we talked about Mizoram ginger mission, right. Nagaland का coffee है. ठीक है, सिक्किम ऑर्गेनिक फार्मिंग, मणिपुर का पोलो हेरिटेज, आसाम का मोगा सिल्क, एंड मेघालय लाकाडोंग टर्मरिक. ठीक है, सो दीज आर लाइक what the products that are running, and under that now for Arunachal kiwi mission has been launched. ठीक है, so that was your news one. Now coming to the second news, that is coffees on Nagaland mission launched. ठीक है, here coffees of Nagaland, this is the name of the mission, as we've already talked about it, right. For every state, northeastern state, some USP has been seen, and for Nagaland the coffee has been observed. ठीक है, तो इसमें कितना करोड़ का आउटले है, दैट इज 175 करोड़. एंड सी दिस हैज नॉट बीन लॉन्च्ड एज ऑफ नाउ, अभी आज के टाइम में, इट वाज लॉन्च फ्यू मंथ्स बैक, राइट, बट दिस वाज अगेन इन न्यूज. ओके, सो दैट इज व्हाई वी आर कवरिंग अबाउट इट. ठीक है, 175 करोड़, ठीक है, इसमें है. एंड सी देयर आर टू टाइप ऑफ कॉफीज दैट आर ग्रोन. ठीक है, नॉट ओनली इन इंडिया बट लाइक जनरली देयर आर टू टाइप ऑफ कॉफीज दैट आर ग्रोन. ठीक है, वन इज अरेबिका कॉफी, the scientific name of is Coffea arabica, and another one is robusta coffee. ठीक है, which is Coffea canephora. Among this, Arabia coffee has more aroma and like more it is tastier, but robusta is more, it is disease resistant, and also the caffeine quantity is more in robusta. ठीक है, so both there are very less country where both type of coffee cultivation can be done. Okay, and arabica can be grown in higher altitude also, while robusta can be grown in lower altitude, and India is among such very less countries where the cultivation of both Arabica and Robusta coffee is done. ठीक है, that was about it. And talking about who is currently the first among the world in ranking in terms of the coffee production and export, so that is Brazil. Please keep in mind, we in terms of production is somewhere around 6th 7th rank across the world, and for export we are in 5th number. ठीक है, so majorly आपको ये ध्यान रखना है. And again this mission, as we have talked about, right, plantation development, post harvesting, branding, marketing, everything it will take care of. ठीक है, capacity building is basically skill development of the farmers. ठीक है, apart from that there were like, yeah, again same thing. ठीक है, that is mentioned that what are the things that are done under this particular mission. ठीक है, so that was your second news, so we have talked about currently two news. One was about Arunachal mission that is linked to kiwi, and then Nagaland का coffee से related है, ठीक है. Now next we have come to what? Next we have maize emerges as India's leading ethanol feedstock. First of all, what is ethanol? देखो, ethanol can be it's not can be, yeah, but it is a kind of alcohol, ठीक है. C2H5OH, it is the chemical composition of ethanol, type of alcohol it is, ठीक है. And it is a biofuel. So what is ethanol? You can call it to be a biofuel, and it is made how? It is made by processing they are made by processing the feedstock that is available on the field after the harvesting is done, ठीक है. तो whatever the stock is left into the field, that is used as what? That is used to create this biofuel, ठीक है. And what is the name of the biofuel? Ethanol, ठीक है. So a lot of things can be used as a feedstock, ठीक है. Maize can be used, sugarcane can be used, normal your grains can be used, ठीक है. तो among the following, ठीक है, among the following which has emerged as to be the largest contributor in this, that is your maize in India, ठीक है. Why is this important biofuel? Because we know currently the fuel that we use, that is non-renewable, right, and it emits a lot of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. That is not good for sustainable living, right? And that is why what government has gone to E20. Currently we are at the target of E20. What is E20? It means that in petrol that we are using, 80% petrol, normal petrol that is there, it should be used, and E20 means ethanol. 20% of ethanol should be blended. This is ethanol blending, okay? So 20% of ethanol must be blended with 80% of ethanol, and the motive is that gradually, you know, we are going to be more dependent on ethanol rather than the conventional fuel that we are using, ठीक है. तो maize उभर के आया है. Apart from that, if we talk about, you know, ethanol supply, that was India supplied around 515 crore liter of ethanol in the first 6 months, ठीक है. And apart from that, this means nearly 49% of the contracted ethanol supply was achieved in the first half of the year only. So like we are in the good direction, it means to convey. And as I said, grains can also be used at feedstock, like grain ka waste can also be used at feedstock, ठीक है. तो grain has supplied around 333 crore liters, ठीक है, with maize becoming the dominant contributor to ethanol supply growth, ठीक है. So why is it a good thing, right? It is a good thing because maize is the crop which can be first of all grown throughout the year. Yes, maize actually it can, usually in India it is used as kharif crop, ठीक है, because the availability of water is much, ठीक है. But actually maize can be grown throughout the year, ठीक है. Even at your home also, like if you just sow the seed throughout the year, it gives you the result, ठीक है. So maize is that crop which can be available long term sustainability, it is available all around the year, and its water requirement is not that much, ठीक है. Please don't get confused that why we are growing in kharif season में बस there is extra availability of water, ठीक है. But maize still can be grown throughout the year. Even in rabi season it can survive, ठीक है. And throughout the year water requirement is less, and because of that it becomes more sustainable feedstock also, right? Because for growing this, for example, for sugarcane we require a lot of water. So if sugarcane is used as feedstock, so definitely, you know, we are I would not say wasting, but yeah, consuming a lot of water for for the growing of crops. But that is not the case in maize, ठीक है. So it offers year-round availability, supports long-term scalability, less water is used in comparison to other feedstock, ठीक है, and suitable for higher blending targets beyond E20. Like if you want to go beyond E20, for that ethanol can be a good candidate, ठीक है. The rise of maize based ethanol is expected to increase, ठीक है, and means this would increase the rural supply chain also, grain storage also, and like agri processing infrastructure, ठीक है. तो इन सब चीजों में भी इसका असर होगा, ठीक है. नेक्स्ट अप वी हैव व्हाट? नेक्स्ट अप वी हैव इंडियाज जैगरी सेक्टर गेन्स मोमेंटम एज नेचुरल स्वीटनर इकोनॉमी, ठीक है. सो आर जैगरी सेक्टर, जैगरी मतलब कि आपका जो गुड़ का सेक्टर है, दैट इज एक्चुअली वी हैव सीन स्ट्रॉन्गर बेस प्रोडक्शन, राइजिंग एक्सपोर्ट एंड न्यूट्रिशन वैल्यू, सो इट्स अ गुड थिंग. India accounts for over 70% of global jaggery production. So like you can see that we are dominant in this particular sector, ठीक है. Nearly 20-30% of India's sugarcane output is used for jaggery production, ठीक है. That is the case. इसके अलावा इंडियाज में शुगर प्रोडक्शन सबसे ज्यादा कहाँ पे ज्यादा है, ठीक है, यूपी में सबसे ज्यादा, देन वी हैव इन महाराष्ट्र, देन वी हैव कर्नाटका. सी इन दिस पर्टिकुलर न्यूज यू डोंट हैव टू कीप इन माइंड दैट दिस मिलियन डेटा और वॉट एवर इट्स बिन गिवन, बट यस रैंकिंग्स आर इंपॉर्टेंट, राइट. तो रैंकिंग्स में जैसे यूपी में सबसे ज्यादा होता है शुगर केन प्रोडक्शन, देन महाराष्ट्र, देन कर्नाटका कंट्रीब्यूशन है, ठीक है. Apart from that, over 70%, so like we are the first ranking in jaggery production across the world, okay. And apart from that, if we see the 61.2% growth has been observed in around 10 years time period in jaggery sector, okay. So that's a good growth, okay. And yearly if we have seen, okay, so around 16.5% growth in volume and 15.9 growth in value we have observed, okay. Then apart from that, major export destinations were what? Indonesia was first, then second USA, then third UAE, then Nigeria, and finally Nepal. Okay, these were the top five. Okay, and if we talk about 2-3 years range, 15-20% का compound annual growth जो record है वो दिख रहा है. Jaggery has a lot of minerals, calcium, magnesium, potassium. ठीक है, तो ये सारी चीजें like fine, don't have to memorize each and everything. And there are certain schemes are also being running where the processing units for jaggery has been established, okay. And apart from that, the industries are being set up for it, जैसे प्रधानमंत्री किसान संपदा स्कीम फॉर क्रिएशन एक्सपेंशन ऑफ फूड प्रोसेसिंग के अंदर, ठीक है. प्रधानमंत्री फॉर्मलाइजेशन ऑफ माइक्रो फूड प्रोसेसिंग एंटरप्राइजेस के अंदर, ठीक है, इसके अंदर ये चीजें हो रही हैं. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट, इन द न्यूज देयर वर सम अदर इनिशिएटिव्स आल्सो where the importance of jaggery were also mentioned, okay. Because these are the things that can be used as case study in case of, you know, any such if descriptive answer writing can come, okay. So under integrated jaggery into nutrition intervention, because jaggery has some nutrients that are present, okay. So in Tamil Nadu, okay, this jaggery was added under the nutrient intervention to address child malnutrition and support school participation, okay. एंड टेक होम राशंस में इसलिए गुड़ को रखा जाता है, ठीक है. सो दैट वाज डन. एंड अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट देयर आर दीज स्कीम्स दैट आर रनिंग टू इम्प्रूव द जैगरी वैल्यू एडिशन, ठीक है. मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ फूड प्रोसेसिंग इंडस्ट्रीज आर रनिंग संपदा स्कीम, प्रोडक्शन लिंक इंसेंटिव स्कीम फॉर फूड प्रोसेसिंग इंडस्ट्री, पीएम फॉर्मलाइजेशन, ठीक है. One district one product is running, ठीक है. And 19 districts have been identified under it, whereas the production of jaggery is promoted, ठीक है. Quality standards have been improved, ठीक है, FSSAI के थ्रू. देन इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर एंड कैपेसिटी सपोर्ट एंड माइक्रो एंटरप्राइज प्रमोशन के अंदर पीएफ एफएमई स्कीम से भी सब्सिडीज मिल रही हैं, ठीक है. नेक्स्ट अप वी हैव खेत बचाओ अभियान प्रमोट्स बैलेंस फर्टिलाइजर यूज, ठीक है. सो दिस हैज बीन रन बाय ICAR, ठीक है, so that the quality of the soil can be maintained, ठीक है. No need to memorize how many farmers or like how many camps were set up, ठीक है. जनरल अंडरस्टैंडिंग रखो that खेत बचाओ अभियान was launched by ICAR, ठीक है, to and done for what purpose? To promote soil health, balance fertilizer use and sustainable agriculture. इसमें आपको बस यही याद रखना है. Now let's come to some questions, ठीक है. It says the mission on Arunachal kiwi, ठीक है, was launched to develop Arunachal Pradesh at एज विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग, ठीक है. तो अब ये थोड़े देखो, ये वाले आज के जो क्वेश्चन थे इसमें वन लाइनर बनने थोड़े से डिफिकल्ट हैं, ठीक है. प्रीमियम ऑर्गेनिक कीवी वैल्यू चेन हमको बेसिकली उसको वैसे हमको बनाना है, ठीक है. नेक्स्ट अप वी हैव विच फीड स्टॉक एमर्ज एज इंडिया सिंगल लार्जेस्ट एथेनॉल फीडबैक, ठीक है. सो अलॉट कैन बी, यू सी द वट एवर द नेम हैज बीन रिटन ओवर हियर, all can be used as feedstock, but maize has emerged as to be the single largest ethanol feedstock, ठीक है. Next up we have India was highlighted as world's largest producer of jaggery, accounting for over approximately what share of global jaggery production, ठीक है. So that is what, that is your over 70%, right. Next up we have nationwide Khet Bachao Abhiyan was reported by which organization? So which organization came up with this mission? So that was your ICAR, right. And finally question fifth, recently the outlay of coffees of Nagaland mission kitna tha? So that was your 175 crore, right. So this is a homework question for you. India's jaggery and confectionery export increased to what value in 24-25, ठीक है. So that is a homework for you, ठीक है. So that is all in this particular video. For more such videos you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you can also join our Telegram channel to get the PDF of this and every lecture that we provide here on YouTube. I'll take question, should we need to read the current tab after watching the series of videos? Please your opinion on video completion. Current tab means every current tab you can skip, ठीक है, if you are watching the videos, ठीक है, but not the current tab version, because in current tab your ESI and other portions are done, right. GA, every current tab you can skip if you want to, if you're watching these videos. All right, I hope you've gotten the answer. Okay, thank you everybody. I wish you all the very best for your future.